The end of the regular season for Washington high school football is next week as we make our way towards the playoffs. Seeding will determine a lot for the Greater Spokane League.
I can't believe it, but here's where we're at. The top 2 seeds in each of the 3A and 4A standings will advance directly to state, but the third place teams will have to play a play-in game against the third place team from the Mid-Columbia Conference.
Now, we already know the 3A teams that will represent the GSL are Cheney, Mount Spokane, and University, but we really don't know the final order quite yet. U-High was visiting Cheney tonight. The Blackhawks, one of the top 3A seeds. U-High needing to win out to try to avoid that play-in game. Cheney was in the mood to score early and often. Quarterback Connor Collins looking backside. Fingertip grab by Ashton Hughes. A touchdown, and he finds the camera, and of course we like that. That was nice. This might be even better. Cheney's Christopher Wilson is tackled. Oh wait, no he is not, as he breaks at least 4 arm tackles on the way to another score for the Blackhawks. That was impressive. Here in the second quarter, Tank Best already has 1 touchdown at this point. Give him another, as Collins puts it right on the money. Cheney rolling in this one. We told you there'd be more from the Best family. They win it 41-0 and improve to 7-1, which sets up a huge showdown with Mount Spokane next week.
And speaking of Mount Spokane, the second 3A seed trying to keep it that way as they visited Ridgeline. Early on, the Wildcats in the red zone. Cage Schroeder throws it to the corner, and it's hauled in by Andrew Thomas. Mount Spokane up by 10. Falcons trying to get it going. Colton Peel scrambling around, trying to find an open man. He throws it downfield, and it's picked off by Rock Franklin. Wildcats ball. A couple plays later, Schroeder lets it fly downfield,
This
and
is
the
unreal.
diving fingertips catch
goodness.
is made by Thomas. What a grab. And it would set up this play. Thomas is down there somewhere, right?
That's the playbook.
And there he is. Another touchdown for Thomas and the Wildcats. Mount Spokane wins 31-13. So now they and Cheney are both 7-1, and they'll face off next week with the top 3A seed to state from the GSL on the line.
Gonzaga Prep hosting Mead. Prep trying to stay unbeaten. Mead trying to hold on to that second 4A seed. They lead by a touchdown here when quarterback Sam Kincaid drops a beauty to the back of the end zone, and an even better catch and toe tap by Isaiah Dawkin. 14-0 Pups. Mead stuck with it, and here in the second half, it's just a 7-point lead. That's when Prep calls on their number 7. That's Nico Alexander, and he's got nothing but room. 42-yard touchdown on the reverse. Mead would not give up, though, and with under 3 minutes to go, it's Max Fagal bullying his way into the end zone. It's a 1-possession game late. Panthers would actually get the ball back with a chance to drive and tie it in the final minute, but Andrew Yarno there to seal this game with an interception for Gonzaga Prep, who stays undefeated with a 31-23 win. But what a game.
Lewis and Clark is the third 4A team who will come out of the GSL. They were taking on Ferris tonight. LC quarterback Sully Sandusky tries to battle his way up the middle, but he's taken down by the Saxon defense. It's a team effort. Later, Sandusky scrambles, ends up throwing on the run. Eric Roggenbauer just waiting for the ball, steps into the end zone, makes it a 10-0 LC lead. Second quarter now, Tigers look to the air, but Jackson Christensen puts his hands up and Parker Duanish jumps on it. Ferris ball, but the offense would continue to struggle. Defender after defender coming in to put a stop to the Saxons' efforts. The Tigers pitch a shutout 26-0 as they get the win over Ferris. In Idaho, the end of the regular season is tonight.
Yeah, the next time these teams will be playing will either be in the state tournament or they won't be playing and be moving on to winter sports. Huge game at Lakeland tonight. Lewiston could finish unbeaten in league play if they could take down the Hawks. 3-3 tie at halftime. Hawks trying to change that. Peyton Hillman to Joey Cooper, and he'll rumble his way for a big gain to move the chains. Same drive, Griffin to Magny, punching it in for 6. Hawks with a 9-6 lead after a missed PAT. More from Lakeland and more from Tamani. A hefty dose as this time he'll bully his way through the middle of the defense for a first down. He'll get the call again on 3rd and goal. Beautiful blocking from the O-line, and he's in for 6 again. Have a night number 6. Again, 3-3 tie at halftime. Lakeland wins 43-17. Now here's what's awesome. Because the Hawks, Lewiston, and Sandpoint all finished 1-1 in league games, that means on Monday we have a Kansas tiebreaker to see who gets the best seed to the state tournament. The other good news is the other two will likely make it as well as at-large bids. Unlike the 4A and 3A classifications, in the 2A Greater Spokane League, the top 4 teams will all advance to the state tournament.
We don't know who those 4 teams are, as multiple spots still up for grabs. We'll start with first place West Valley hosting North Central, who came into tonight in that 4th spot. West Valley offense scored 35 points in the first half, but on this play it's the defense. Eric Borg intercepts the pass, looks to add to the lead, but the turf monster brings him down, ending the half. North Central offense finds a rhythm in the second half. Maddox Watson finds room down the sideline for a Wolfpack first down, but they turn it over a few plays later. West Valley looking to pile on. Nathan Zettel throws it over to Elijah Newman. He finds a crease and tiptoes down the sideline and in for 6 points. West Valley flexes their muscle 48-14 over North Central.
East Valley hosting Rogers. These teams were 2nd and 3rd respectively when the night started. East Valley got things going off of quarterback power. Taryn Fields jukes, spins, fights his way for a Knights first down. Later in the drive-off play action, Fields throws a dart to Jackson Krogseth. That's a touchdown. East Valley strikes first. Rogers looking to respond. Handoff to Jerry Allen. Kicks the run to the outside and gets a Pirates first down before he's run out of bounds. Rogers finishing the drive on the ground as well. Brandon Sanchez will rumble his way in for the Pirates' touchdown answer, but East Valley defends home turf 30-21 over Rogers.
A non-league game for Shadle Park hosting Central Valley at One Spokane Stadium. The Bears with the ball after a Highlander interception to start the game. Sharif Wade drops this one in the breadbasket as Cannon Danes puts the first 6 points on the board for CV. Shadle Park went to the run game on their second drive. Titan Rucker stays on his feet after breaking 2 tackles, enough for a Highlander first down. But the drive stalls out. Central Valley takes over in the second quarter. Quick pass to Noah Crow, who runs through arm tackles and over a defender.
Wow.
On his way to pay dirt. Bears get a shutout win. That's 42-0. Let's squeeze in a couple more games while we have the time.
Why not?
While we're here, right? The Medical Lake Cardinals making the trip to the Lakeside Eagles place. New uniforms for the home team.
And they look great.
I agree. Medical Lake struggling on offense, looking for an open target, but finding Cannon Almond instead. A nice little return for the Eagles on the interception here. They'll hand it off to Bo Shockley twice, and the second time he finds the end zone, 7-0 Lakeside.
Are those helmets chrome?
I was really distracted by quarterback Tanner Cummings finding Noah Merrill there for the touchdown. Shed a defender, finds himself in the end zone, 14-0 Lakeside. So I'm sorry, Guts, I can't answer your question.
Sorry about that.
Cardinals back on offense. Quarterback Dayton Ripe to Dylan Harris weaves his way past defenders for a nice gain up the sideline. The Eagles soar to a big win at home, 62-8, the final.
Nice helmets, too. All right, senior day at Reardan. The Screaming Eagles playing host to Newport. Once the game started, though, it was a party for the Grizzlies. On the opening kick, Preston Wachensky taking it at the 15, making a couple of moves. It's a foot race. They are not going to catch him. 7-0 Newport, 13 seconds into the game. Big night for the Grizzlies would continue. A little trickeration. We all love that. Here comes Cutter Driver, who gives it to Jacob Reimers, and on the reverse, 40 yards, untouched. Touchdown Newport, 14-0. Their defense was good, too, as the Screaming Eagle quarterback has nowhere to go here. He's dropped by Gavin Estrada for the sack. 43-0 the final. Newport stays unbeaten. They are no joke.